Good afternoon, guys. So what I'm about to post is basically all of the videos are a reference to my client as a basic documentation of his entire vehicle and what it's gone through, what it's been through, and what the conditions are inside. And also, I gotta let you guys know already now that end of the entire setup, his timing setup wouldn't run 100% because his crank is bent. The timing belt in that car probably broke more than 5 or 6 times already, just based on the knocking marks on the piston head. So, but pistons are still fine, but the crank is doing this. Not good. That's a sum plug. Gas gebreek is stil. Ons gaan maar nou kyk as die sum af is as die threads in sy modus. Want die man het eens sy rechts gebruik om die af te haal nou nie. Boss, I'm gonna throw rings now. That's because on the basis of what I found here, man. This one. I'm not happy with this one. The number 4 has a bit too much movement on that piston. So that is why I'm just gonna buy. It's all standard still. Still standard. Like I'm not making this shit up, no? I pulled that piston now, right? I was wondering why I'm struggling. This is a bolt of a Mark 1 Golf CV. How does the Opel mechanic know that? I've done my fair share of Golf CVs over the years, and this doesn't fit on a fucking conrod. Yeah, that was there. So, yeah. So now the question is, do I fucking replace the entire conrod now? Or can I not just replace the bolt because I fucked that up in the process? The importance of cleaning the threads before you bolt your head on is extremely important. Because if that bottoms out at the bottom, you won't be able to pull that head bolt completely down, because it will be bottoming out on the silicone and old dirt that you left in there. All of these holes have silicone in them. Have a look at that dirt in there. You see that? It's your job to clean that shit out. Don't leave it. You can't leave it. If you leave it and you bolt the head down with your first startup, it might not seal the head. You might blow a head gasket when the head gasket didn't even blow to start with. You understand? So yeah, I'm doing cleaning now, I'm doing honing now, and I'm doing some rings and bearings. It wasn't needed, but I'm doing it. And then I also need to phone Ali from Thread Butler. This hole is way uitgerek. The bolt that was in here is not for Opel. And on top of that, this is spreadly steeled in here. As you can see, we clean the crap out of the shit. But now the problem is, the threads are fucked in here. So I'm gonna have to phone Ali so he can come sort this out for me. But verder aan, I just threw rings and bearings on here. As you can see, this thing is spotless, bro. I just put the pistons in. Never hang on. The stuff is moving up and about. I sent a video now to you, so you'll be able to see. Compression will be better. A lot has happened to this corner. It has hit the valves quite a few times. There's marks in here. Something broke off in this one. As you can see the condition of it. That one has hit valves on the exhaust. This one has hit valves on the intake. So this car has had a hard life, but at least the rings on here was still factory rings, no? And then the bearings, somebody replaced the bearings already to the point where they put in a fucking CV bolt into this conrod. I remember him because this is where I worked on. So I had to take a conrod out of that bin now, just to take a bolt out of it, so I can put the original bolt back in here. But yeah, I did rings and bearings now, because this was flopping about like nothing, bro. At least now it's stock stiff. I got nergens nou nie. But yeah, hiccup aan. So like I said, there's just a few hiccups. But my ander goed is al aan die oliepomp is al op. Ek is nou bezig met waterpomp op de bolt. Die moet nou afkomen voor een nieuwe belt. But die bottom end is basically klaar. As nou net ek my uitsort. And there's the head and the cam box. It's all stripped and cleaned. Oh yeah, this cam is fucked, no? I'm gonna show you. I mean, this cam is fucked. This is your old cam. All the lobes, all of the lobes in this thing is destroyed. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you see it? They're all fucked on this cam. There's a cam you took out of your cam box. The same one I showed you, the same numbers on the one that I got also laying here. The other one that's at least laying there only have the number 4. Only those lobes are destroyed on the one that I have, but on your cam, just after 2 months, this cam is it's fucked. Fucked. So yeah, end of day 1 with this major server was just supposed to be a major, but you guys can follow me on YouTube. You can actually I'm gonna post all the stuff on YouTube, but basically did our major. It's all new components all the way down. You put the torch on also. It's all new components, including the gear at the bottom. That's the tension I use. Unfortunately, I'm waiting for Ali to come tomorrow. Ali Thread Butler. He needs to tap some thread spoiled there, like terribly. But yeah, this is where I'm at. New timing belts on. Power grip makes changes to their fucking stuff without telling us. So power grip boxes is now called that Road Max, but it's still the same power grip belt. It's just got a new name. They don't give you a heads up when you go and buy the things lately. But yeah, I can't close up now until I'm finished with Ali, and I can seal up and do the first start tomorrow morning. This is now after she's died. She's actually, the pulley, the gear was destroyed because of this. Somebody made this, so they destroyed the off center of this. Is no longer round on the setup. It's actually laying off to an angle, and then the bracket that is the pickup down there was also welded funnily on an angle. So yeah, I'll have to shim that to make sure that it doesn't rub up against the pickup, because I destroyed the pickup after I've lined up everything, because all that stuff was loose down there. I tied it, there was slight rubbing. I tried to manipulate it further, but as the engine got hotter, it started expanding. Metal expands with heat, so obviously it started touching more and more. By the time it got to work, the car just died, and they towed it in this morning. So I'm gonna start her up tomorrow morning. Like I said, I'm just waiting on my engineering thread guy to show up. He actually taps it. He gives you a new, the bolts look like these ones. It gives you a new bolt with a new washer and everything. That's how I know somebody's been there already. But yeah, this bolt just slides in. It doesn't even screw in any which way. So yeah, that's today's work. We'll do startup tomorrow morning, probably at around 10 o'clock side. I normally still have clients showing up here. Like every morning I have clients showing up. I'm gonna have to handle them while Ali's busy with the thread stuff. He's only probably gonna be here like 20 minutes and then he's clear. But yeah, this is how far I got. And then start up more. Like I said, all of this is on YouTube, guys. It's not gonna go on TikTok. So for our new generation, your yellow goes on the outside, your white goes on the inside. And stop making that mistake of switching this around. And when you do that, this vehicle loses power and it starts doing a funny jerk in the drive. The injectors and your spark pulse works as a unit. So if you switch it around, you essentially, the way spark system works, 1 and 4 sparks together, 2 and 3 sparks together. So you can flip this, but you can't flip that. You understand? but the loom only fits one way. Stop attempting to make changes to the loom. How you remove it is how you put it back. So if you didn't remove it, go on the internet and have a look at what mistake was made when it was installed before, or even when you do a startup and you're struggling. Just stop. Think about it. Have a look at it. And then go on the internet if you don't understand it. Go on the internet. It's there for a reason. People like us dump that information so that we don't have to repeat ourselves. You can do your own referencing and searching on what needs to be there. Earth on this engines, very important. If you work in the Ecotechs, you make a mistake on the earth, you'll be searching for 5 days what the problem is. I know. I don't know if you guys followed me the time I was doing the OPC. The most problems I had on that OPC was earth problem and boost pipe problems. That's basically all I did on that engine. So yeah, the importance of putting everything where it's supposed to be, it's there for a reason. And clean the contact points. I did wire brush the shit out of this cam box where I'm bolting the earth to now. But yeah, quick loom install. It's not very complicated, this one. This one is actually very simple. This one will be your ABS that goes in your gearbox. If there isn't a hole for that, ignore this one. This yellow one, ignore it. The 3-pin that goes behind the gearbox there. If it doesn't belong in this on this model, leave it out of the way. Don't throw it back there where the linkages is, because you're gonna destroy the harness in the process. And if that white plug behind here, if this plug is damaged, this vehicle won't start. It won't have ignition to the inside. Most of the clips and bracketry that was here is no longer on the car. So yeah, I'm working with what I have. I need to tie that earth in. These earths you must put back now. It goes to the engine. This one broke off. So I'm gonna find another earth strap to put over there. But essentially there isn't much to plug in. This one goes there. The long one that you saw earlier on, that I had here. These two are the throttle body. That's over there. This long one is the oil pressure switch. So that one goes behind the alternator. That way. Not in front, not on the side, behind it, around the alternator. Otherwise you're going to have one colossal corpse here when you're trying to locate that cable at the back. Which you have to go and plug in from behind. There isn't much to plug in. The last wire I have here is my coal start that I'm searching for. It's in this harness. There we go. I got it. And that's plugged in. There. Like that. Hey. There you go. That's all done. There's normally a bracket for this. It holds this, it sits like that. That's fun. This is how I find them. I just, well, now I'm still waiting on Ali from Trade Butler. Yeah, that's as far as I can install, because if I install any further, I'm going to want to start the car now. Oh, other key. Right there. You're going for first start. I'm priming the system first. Yeah, that's sometimes normal. I need to reset the TPS sensor. The idle valve need to reset. Let me reset the TPS real quick. Still doing testing. But for now she's running, but she's not stable. Must the idle warm now? I still need the oil to come up. To like it plek man. You start the car, at idle fine, and then it dies on you. And then you have to change TPS sensors afterwards. Rescan, re-clear. Which is idling. Open for sport. The new rings, new bearings. You start resetting yourself. You find the feet still. Like the film, mo say ko naki-refence na park your cycle. Ja, wel lekker sound. Putting on the floor, my test driver now. Bit low on fuel though. But all the lights is off. Found out why she's cutting off randomly or so. You can only find that stuff out after you have the car operating at normal operating. Oh, the lock no. The suck. So yeah, 1, 2. Come there's another one now. 40 PSs. And a crank pickup. And another gear down there. The pulley, that's the original gamma pulley. That's the Corsa light pulley. So yeah, that's not round, that's oval. That's making cock. Is al op tempo? This is for the newbie mechanics that is not aware of how to start this car from outside. As you can see, I'm outside, the ignition's on.
Just a small bit.
No, the ignition is not on. At all.
Misschien was er motor nog.
Nou, is een pauze om zoeten. Is een pauze. Maar dat is daarom uitgezocht. I don't know if the video is going to show you guys what I see on the ring. Do you see that roundness there? From here, going that way, you will see that the ring has a round indentation on top of it, which tells me these rings are 15 to 20 years old. They are still factory OEM. They are not AEs. These are the rings that I pulled out of this little car. Now it looks like somebody's been in there already. They've had it out and they've had it back in. So now why I put old rings back? I put new rings on this car now, which is operating a lot better. You don't need to give a lot of fuel to actually move forward. She's actually quite aggressive with the new rings in. But yeah, if it's time to change this, change it. Don't just leave it. But yeah. So as you guys can notice, every time I think I'm done and I start whipping out my phone and documenting something, I'm adding all of that in the video so that it's not like I'm hiding anything from you guys. If there's a fuck up and something like the car dies, obviously I stopped the video, so I need to go investigate what exactly happened. So in between the new startup, right, the car before coming to me died at his work. So I was under the impression that the crank pickup died. Meanwhile, it didn't. But essentially the TPS started failing on us. So TPS, throttle positioning sensor. Let's just see if I got one in my pocket. I think I removed this pirate one this morning. No, that's actually an OEM one. But yeah, camera Corsa B. So essentially the TPS failed on us. So on startup, she started perfectly fine. Idled, few seconds. We would say 15 seconds. Idling on cold start. And then just dies. Zero spark after that. So that is the issue constantly rectifying with a malfunction. And the only way to test that is actually to plug another TPS in. If you just unplug it, the car still won't start. You gotta basically reset it. Plug a TPS in, put the ignition on, put it back off, fit the TPS, and then start the vehicle. So the videos in between that you're seeing as little bit, I don't want to edit them out. I want you to see how many times we also have to go through doing testing in between a normal completed startup.